all time. The Greek epic poem, the Odyssey, book 12, The Siren, written by Homer in the 9th century BC. It is hard to believe that Homer wrote this epic poem almost 3,000 years ago. The pages of the book almost come alive with exciting events and perpetual conflict between gods and mortal man. You cannot wait to turn the page to see what unforeseen calamity is right around the corner. This story is told in a time when gods and goddesses ruled the universe, and mortal man is no more than a mere toy of soda. God used trickery and temptation to play treacherous games with both gods and mortal alike. Hence, temptation became an everyday, sometimes life-threatening test of will, cunning, and maybe a little luck, or help from the gods is a recipe for another day of survival. The essence of the science chapter is temptation. After months of travel at sea, King Odysseus gets some help and counsel from me, Athena, to assist in resisting temptation. I help him to avoid killing his men from a shipwreck on the Isle of the Sirens. Help me! Please trailer me! I'll be there! Help me! Be gone! You're in the wrong chapter. Ladies and gentlemen, I beg your pardon. Please forget Cyclops, son of Poseidon. He's always making trouble. Please listen to the play. Let's turn the page to the right chapter and listen in to Odysseus' crew falling for the temptation of complaining during their long journey. The captain doesn't know what he's doing. He's throwing us all in circles, and he's putting us all in harm's way. Huh, he even said he's hearing gods in his sleep. Yeah, right, I think that what he's hearing is his wine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go, man. You know what bothers me. When do we have a chance to play musical games? Or just have fun?
You're right, David. So why don't we go and kill some ugly monster and get rich? Or go on a video by own movie someday.
Forget all that nonsense. I'm just tired of killing and being killed. I just want to get names and be made to get fat and old in some faraway land.
I like the sound of that, Demetrius. You know what else I'm tired of? If I have to hear one more time the captain sing, swab that step, spray that sail, catch that fish. I always, oh no,
Crew! Gather round! I have just had counsel from the great god of Athena while I was resting. To get past the Isle of the Sirens without wrecking the ship, you must put beeswax in your ears so you can't hear the tempting sounds that will lure us onto the rocks. But I must be tied up so that I can hear the sound. I must! But whatever I say, do not untie me, even if I order or beg you. Understand?
Yes, Captain, sir.
Oh, and by the way, what's been going on around here? Let's get some work done.
Yes.
Swab that deck. Raise those sails. Catch that fish.
Yes, Captain, sir. When the captain shouts to swab the deck, then that's just what we'll do. From bow to stern, we clean and scrub and sail the ocean blue. When the orders come down to hoist the sail, we jump to it, it's true. We grab and pull with all our might. Why so high? We have no clue. But worst of all is the stinky fish. All we ever catch is two. Pass the poles and reel them in. Phew, like our feet, they smell bad too.
Stop! We are getting close to the Isle of the Sirens. Quick, man your station. Oh, Siren, stop luring me into your shore. I want to see your voice loud and clear, but I'm tied to this mast right here.
Nick, the second time. Who's the captain now?
I am. The captain and his men get past the danger of the Isle of the Sirens and move on to chapter after chapter of wondrous adventures. Most of the gods continue to be arrogant and merciless, despite their shortcomings.
I heard that, Athena. You know that I am tired and weak in that area.
Yeah, just a little.
I am the most powerful god of them all. I am feared on the Mount Olympus, and no Greek mortal worship my Savior.
Oh, great Zeus! You are the greatest god of them all! Oh, Zeus!
Slither away, slither away. Slither.
Yeah, kind of back off. Yeah.
Pandora, what in the world are you doing here?
I've come to talk to Zeus about this. Why must I be the only non-mortal remembered for one little thing? Not resisting temptation. I hate it. Why do you have to do that to me? I do whatever I like. Well, because I like to out-tempt these women. And that's how I get my kick. Well, I hate it. I'm not going to resist temptation anymore. It's sort of small. What happened to it? You couldn't make it any bigger, Shorty? Ah! Pandora, I am the most. Maybe you won't tempt the all-powerful Zeus next time! Oh my God.
Begin. I am the great goddess Athena, goddess of wisdom, craft, and counsel. Our Odyssey, the mind team, was inspired to give a performance based on the greatest Odyssey of all time. The Greek epic poem called the Odyssey, Book 12, the Sirens, written in the 9th century BC. It is hard to believe that Homer wrote this epic poem almost 3,000 years ago. The pages of a book almost come alive with exciting adventure and perpetual conflict between God and mortal man. You cannot wait to turn the page to see what unforeseen calamity is right around the corner. The story is told the time when gods and goddesses ruled the universe, and mortal man is no more than a mere toy to play with. Gods use trickery and temptation to play treacherous games with both gods and mortals alike. Hence, temptation became an everyday, sometimes life-threatening test of will, cunning, and maybe a little luck, or help from the gods was the recipe for another day of survival. The essence of the science chapter is temptation. After months of travel at sea, King Odysseus gets some help and counsel from me, Athena, to assist him in resisting temptation. I help him to avoid killing his men from the shipwreck on the Isle of the Sirens.
Ah! Help me! Ah! It's coming here! You're here! Help me!
Oh, I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I beg your pardon. Please forget Cyclops, son of Poseidon. He's always making trouble. Please just enjoy the play. Let's turn the page to the right chapter and listen in to Odysseus and his crew falling for the temptation of complaining about their jobs.
The captain doesn't know where he's going. He's setting us all in circles, and he's putting us all in harm's way. Huh, he even said he's hearing glass in his sleep. I think that what he's hearing is his wine. Know what I mean? Yeah, go, Bill. You know what bothers me? When do we have a chance to play music and dance, or just have fun?
Well, yeah, Daisy, but why don't we go kill some ugly monsters, steal his treasure, and get rich, and maybe even buy our own boat someday?
Forget all that, yes, sir. I'm just tired of all the killing and being killed. I just want to be lazy and get fat and old, come far away now.
I like the sound of that. You know what else I'm tired of? Time to hear one more time the captain saying, "Swab that set, raise that sail, catch that fish." Oh no, Captain's late.
Crew, gather round! Now, I have just had counsel from the great goddess Athena on our question. To get past the Isle of the Sirens without wrecking the ship, we must put beeswax in her ears. She cannot hear the tempting music that will lure us onto the rocks. But I must be tied up so that I can hear the great music. I must. But whatever I say, do not untie me. even if I order or beg you. Understand?
Yes, Captain, sir.
Oh, and by the way, what's been going on around here lately? Let's get some work done. Swab that deck. Raise those sails. Catch those fish.
Yes, Captain, sir. When the captain shouts, you swab the deck, then that's just what we'll do. From bow to stern, we clean with scum, as we sail the ocean blue. When the orders come down to hoist the sails, we jump to it, it's true. We grab and pull with all our might. Why so high, we have no clue. The worst of all is those stinky fish. All we ever catch is two. We cast the holes and reel them in. Like our feet, they know that too.
Stop! We are getting close to the Isle of Cyrus. Quick, name your station. Let me go! Untie me! Let's get ready for the next adventure.
The captain and his men get past the dock, the danger of the Isle of the Sirens, and move on to chapter after chapter of wondrous adventure. Most of the guys continue to be arrogant and merciless, despite their shortcomings.
I heard that, Athena. You know that I'm sensitive in that area.
Yeah, just a little.
I am the most powerful god of them all. I am feared on Mount Olympus, and no weak one is worse than I.
Oh, great Zeus! You are the greatest god of them all! Oh, great Zeus! Pandora, what in the world are you doing here? I'd like to talk to you, Zeus, about this. Why am I the only non-mortal who remembers the one little thing? Not resisting temptation. I hate it. Why do you have to do that to me?
I do whatever I want. Well, I guess because I was just tempted to see this one. And that's how I got to get my check.
Well, I hate it. I'm not going to resist temptation any more.